Hey, Filmmaker here, and today I'm going to go over a strategy that I use with many campaigns. Now, this can be used specifically if you're just going to be using one HTML squeeze page, but you can also use this strategy, and definitely a good idea using this strategy if you have, say, 5 squeeze pages out there online, 10 squeeze pages, 15, 20, 30, even 50 squeeze pages out there that are building lists from all different directions of a link wheel. And in this video, we're going to be going over an example squeeze page that's on platinuminsidercircle.com. And we're also going to be using a service called budurl.com, and we're also going to be using the list provider aweber.com for this example. So let's go ahead, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to look at Aweber. And here in Aweber we've got a common list that basically you're going to create the web form. So when you're into the web form, you first go to the design, and then here the next step is to go to settings. And if we go to settings, what you're going to notice here is for the thank you page and the already subscribed page, you have the option of using their default page, or you have an option to use a custom web page. Now, what a lot of people do is they'll redirect to just a specific download page or an offer. But as you can see here in this example, I'm using a budurl.com, and it has its own custom alias here, which is example redirect for this tutorial today. So here, most people put their redirect link here, but instead, I'm not looking for stats here. But what I'm going to do is, if we go over to the BudURL window, you're going to notice that the custom alias here, example redirect, and then I'm going to put my default redirection in here as the large URL when I shorten it. In this case, I'm going to use my home business URL, which is extremewealthpotentials.com. And what we would do after we put a default link in here is we would save it. We would click save or update. And from here, we go back to the squeeze page after we've taken this bud URL. We go back to here and put that bud URL code in the custom page link. And then we go over to publish and we save our form. And then here we would copy and paste our web form ID into our squeeze page, which we would get this right here. So I've done most of it already because it would take some time to actually just go ahead and do this whole video presentation, putting it all in there. But this will give you the exact idea as to what I'm doing here. So let's just go ahead and we'll put a name in here, and we'll put philip@ymail.com. We click get access, and what it should do, it should redirect to extremewealthpotentials.com. So we'll click get access. Sure enough, that's where it went. It went to extremewealthpotentials.com. So let's take this a step further. And I'm going to copy that URL so I can go back to it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is, let's say whether it's one squeeze page out there or 5 or 10 or 20, it takes a lot of time to go into an HTML file and set up a redirect or set up a new web form redirection. And especially say if you have 20 web pages out there. So I normally use this strategy when I have 5 or more squeeze pages out there that I'm sending to the same offer. So let's say that the offer is not converting, and you want to change it up really quick, or you're promoting an offer that the web page goes down on, their hosting goes down on, which now your redirect doesn't work. It just goes to an error 404 page. So you can use that as an example, like for HTML, like for web addresses that go dead. you want to change up to a different offer. If you can imagine, if you have, say, 20 squeeze pages out there, if you had to go in and manually redirect all of those squeeze pages to another location, it would take you, gosh, 20 squeeze pages, it would probably take you 2 or 3 hours. If you're not quick at it and are an advanced user at it, if you're a newbie, it would take you quite some time. Now, if you have, like me, where I've got major squeeze pages out there, it would definitely take a long time to go manually into every squeeze page to make all the changes on the redirect link. So this is where it comes to where it's instant. So let's just say we've got 20 squeeze pages out there that have a link that's going to the same redirect that you want to promote. So instead of using just the default redirect, just a plain redirect, use a shortened URL. Because now if I have 20 squeeze pages, or you have 20 squeeze pages out there, and you use, say, a bud URL as a URL shortener, all you have to do is go into your bud URL. All you do is edit it, and what we'll do is we'll change it now to philmutry.com, which is my blog, and we'll just go down and we'll click update. Now let's open up Internet Explorer and we'll go back to that squeeze page. Now let's put in another new name. We'll go Philip again, or we'll go Philip J, and we'll go Philip J at ymail.com. Get access. Bam. Now it automatically goes to philmutry.com. Now let's go and do this again. Now say we wanted to change those 20 squeeze pages to a different offer. So now let's just send it to philipmutry.com. And we'll go and we'll update that URL. And we'll go back in Internet Explorer. We'll go back to the squeeze page. And we're back to the squeeze page again. And let's type in, we'll just put John in here this time. And we'll go John at ymail.com. And we'll click Get Access. Bam. Now we're at philipmutry.com. Now, if you have one squeeze page and you want to set this up, by all means, set up a web form, whether it be GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, or iContact, whatever list provider you're going to use. Don't put a raw URL in there. Go to someplace like Bud URL, get a small account that doesn't cost hardly anything, or a free account, and use a shortened URL that you can edit. Because the more squeeze pages that you put out there over time, it is much easier just to go into a shortened URL service and change that shortened URL to a different URL that you want to promote. That way it saves you a lot of time, and all you have to do is do it once. You create the squeeze page once, the web form once, and all you have to do is go into your shortened URL service and redirect it in there, and it will change it in real time. It has saved me in many disasters where I've been promoting somebody else's product, and that product had been like either shut down or they're having problems with hosting, and it goes to an error 404 page. This way I just go in and I edit that bud URL, and bang, all of my squeeze pages are changed and they're moving to a new redirect that actually works. So I hope this video gave you great value today. Down below you're going to see a link that goes back to my blog at philmutry.com. Be sure to click that and you'll be able to get daily tips, tricks, and strategies on internet marketing and how you can better yourself in making more money online. As well as when they're at my blog, you will see a web form where you can put your name and email address in. You can do that, and I will send you daily updates. Thank you. I really hope that this video gave you great value, and we'll talk soon.